Hello, Tiny House family. This is Emily Jurdy with Tiny House Big Moments. And we were just on vacation for 2 weeks and we came back to snow. It is starting to melt already, but we came home to frozen pipes. So that was really fun. The reason we have frozen pipes is some of our piping is actually exposed. It's not actually like under the protective layer. I think it was kind of just one of those design flaws or whatever, but no biggie. We came up with a temporary solution. So we are moving in the next 2 weeks. Sometime our driver is going to be picking us up and we're going to be heading to a new location. So I just wanted to show you quick the simple way we just makeshifted something together. It literally took me an hour. So I got the pipes unfrozen. This is not like a long-term solution if you're in a spot where it's extra cold, but you know, if it's only getting down to like 30-ish, you know, maybe 20, you'd be fine. So I just want to show you kind of the hilarious makeshift way we made this work because we're moving. So we're going to be getting some pink rigid foam. We get the highest R value rating they have. So here you can see behind me, we just found some junky old wood and plywood and things and literally just threw it up because basically you're trying to get the airflow out of there. So literally just found some like random wood, and across the entire tiny house, we just put it up, like seriously hodgepodged it together. But again, it's just about like getting that air not blowing under your tiny house. So I just wanted to show you because it's like a super cheap ghetto way to do it, but it works. So whatever, right? So yeah, we just put some wood up, and then what we did is we put in a space heater. So under here, under the tiny house is one of those under floor heaters. So it's meant to be outside and under like a crawl space. I think they're actually called crawl space heaters. So that really helped, and the pipes unfroze. Granted, it's like 45 degrees out right now, so that's helping as well. So if you're ever in a pinch, just grab some like random wood and get your crawl space heater under your tiny house and you're good to go. So that worked. Also, something to think about inside is if anything freezes, like your water hoses, just bring your water hoses that you're filling up your tanks with inside your shower and let that work out. Also, in our current location, our electricity, we are on a 20 amp. I do not recommend that. That is just our situation right now. So we had to come up with some creative ideas to heat while we were trying to use a space heater. So, you know, you just have to be kind of smart about how many things you have plugged in, especially heaters. They take a lot of energy. So I went ahead and turned on the oven to warm us up. So our oven is propane, so that works great, which is another reason that we decided to kind of have our utilities spread out. So we have the propane doing the water heater and the oven. So that is all we use for propane. So it's really nice because we don't have to fill it up a bunch and we can just kick on that bad boy. Now the reason we had to use the oven is because our Hobbit SE stove is being used as storage right now. Normally there's like a pipe that goes all the way up, but since we have to travel, there's no point in putting it up because then we just have to take it down again, and we didn't think we'd need it in the middle of October. So I really recommend the wood burning stove. I'm getting a lot of really good questions about what do I use, wood, do I use propane? So this obviously doesn't go there. I'm not really sure what that is, but this is an amazing wood burning stove because you can use pellets or wood. So there's another one of these somewhere in there that stacks up, and then that allows you to use pellets. So this is a really affordable way to heat your house. And then we have the mini split set at the temperature we need. So when the wood burning stove goes out, we don't have to worry about in the middle of the night coming down and putting more fire in the pellet stove. So when people ask me, do I use wood burning or propane for heat? You know, there's benefits of both. We really like to avoid moisture. So The wood burning stove is the driest heat. It's going to suck all that moisture out. The second driest heat is the electric, and the third is propane. So propane can actually add moisture to the air, which is why we were having trouble in our camper, because it was getting like super wet and moist because we didn't have our mini dehumidifier. So let's talk dehumidifier, another great winter prep. So ours is currently out of commission because somehow the cord got like stepped on or something got put on top of it. I checked on Amazon. This version is no longer available, but the same company makes a different version. So you can see this is super tiny. We're actually probably gonna get like 2 or 3 more and put one in each bedroom, one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom. This little guy actually does a lot, and I think it was only like $30 maybe, and it says power input 9 volt. So yeah, this thing is awesome, and it's super easy. You just pull that blue part out and empty it. Actually, we were using it to water plants. So it's not like drinking, like we wouldn't give it to the dogs or anything, but we just have some like plants and we just use it on that. So recycle the water, yay. So yeah, that thing's awesome. We just need to get a new cord. So pretty cool. And let's see what else. So you can see we got some of these cool plants. Now I'm succulents, because they also help bring out, they kind of like use the moisture in the air as water. So that's pretty awesome too. So as you can see, winterizing is not a huge deal, but we are going to do another video when we get to do the part that's really fun, and that is a French drain. So I do not recommend a French drain. We are not asking the city, and because it's another temporary spot. So I highly recommend using an actual septic system, and I will talk to my friend Barb with Boomers Gone Tiny. Check out her website, she's awesome. They did an actual legit setup with their gray water system. We are choosing French drain system because we only use non-toxic, plant-safe products that actually help the plants grow. So in our tiny house, we use Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, and that is all we use for shampoo, hand soap, dish soap. That's it. Okay, so that is just like organic essential oils, and I think Castile soap and maybe 1 or 2 other ingredients. It's super simple. And we also use Epsom salt with tea tree oil, sometimes peppermint, for our dishwasher detergent and our laundry detergent. And so that's super easy. I just put Epsom salt where the dish soap usually goes. I put in like 5 to 10 drops of tea tree oil, and boom, dish soap. So that doesn't hurt the environment at all. And then in the laundry, I just put the Epsom salt with 5 to 15 drops of either tea tree or peppermint in the drum. So I do like 5 tablespoons of, which I think is about a 1/4 cup. Usually it's around there. And you know, you gotta kind of figure it out what works for you and your water and your laundry, but that works for our washer dryer combo. Put it in the drum, then close that up, and then in the detergent area, I do hydrogen peroxide in the detergent and then white vinegar as a softener. Don't use too much white vinegar. Thanks to Kim Castle with Bless This Tiny House. She told me, you know, she made it pretty good tip that you actually, if you put too much white vinegar, it can really ruin the elastic in some of your clothes. All our clothes are used, and for the most part, I have a couple new things, but everything's kind of used and or given to me, so I'm not too concerned. I haven't noticed anything. I noticed something at first because I was using a ton, and then I started using less, and then it got better. So yeah, that's our gray water. So we'll do a really fun, well, it might be fun for you. For us, it's going to be kind of a chore, but we are going to dig a French drain to get us ready. We're a little behind, but we finally found a parking spot where we want to live, and we're going to dig a huge French drain that is going to be basically, you do a drain tile system and then 2 ginormous holes, and that's it. So look forward to that video. I'll call it Tiny House French Drain, and Thank you guys. You can find me on www.mindfulminimalistmama.com, on Instagram at Tiny House Big Moments, or if you want to know about our unschooling, organic, holistic lifestyle, Mindful Minimalist Mama on Instagram. And thank you guys for your support and helping me legalize tiny homes, hashtag legalize tiny or legalize tiny houses, and help us really make community a reality and parking a reality. Thanks. Have a great day. May abundance flow to you with ease. May you follow your bliss and live the life you always dreamed of.